Welcome back, everybody, to the our transformation series of skinny fat to fit. So, if you came here expecting to see a really shredded guy, this is what I look like now. This is what I would describe as someone who's skinny fat, right? Someone who doesn't have a lot of muscle mass, but does have a lot of fat on their body. Um, and so, this series I really wanted to make because I want to see um, what I can do to get from skinny fat to fit, right? I'm gonna try a bunch of different things. I'm gonna try to, really get in shape and show that and talk about like my experience. See if, because I consider myself like an average person, right? I'm not someone who has all this free time to go to the gym every day, all day, be an influencer. Um, I have a job, I work 10-hour shifts. Uh, I want to dedicate my time to other things as well. I consider myself, like a normal person. So normal person, normal experiences, and so I'm gonna be just talking about that, right? Talking about, my workout plan, what I think about, and I feel like this information video is not really something that's so accessible online. Yeah, we have some cool videos, and I could give a shout out to a bunch of YouTubers I watch personally because they're entertaining and the information is really good. Um, but where is that starting progress? They just talk about it or they have a picture, and they talk about it. Well, I want to make sure I have all this information for you guys and for myself from day one. You know, really talk about like really prove that I did it one, and prove that I did it this way. There's a lot of information out there that's not really 100% true. All right, a lot of misinformation going around, so I want to make sure that I am as transparent as possible. This type of video and series will help a lot of people, you know so that's what I'm gonna be focusing on. Skinny fat to fit. I've never really been super fit my whole life. I was fit kind of throughout high school because I played a lot of sports, but it's not like I was like super muscular or anything like that. So this will be the first time like I get to experience something like that, and I'm pretty excited. So this video, we're gonna focus on my analysis of my first week. It all begins on Saturday. Saturday was the first day I kind of started working out again. If you watch the first video, you'll kind of get a backstory of my workout journey so far. Um, and it was Saturday, and I weighed myself before I went to the gym. I woke up, weighed myself, didn't drink anything. I did, get rid of some excess weight in the restroom, if you know what I mean. Um, and I weighed 177.2 pounds. That day, decided to train legs. I love training legs. I used to hate it so much, like dread it. But when you do it 2 times a week, you start to freaking love it because you realize that your legs are so strong and you're so confident and like all the workouts. It's awesome. Um, I trained legs that day. The next day, I trained. I actually didn't go to the gym, but I did weigh myself. I weighed 175.4. So I'm not sure what exactly the equates to that loss of weight. Maybe it's water weight. I wasn't really sweating. Um, I ate fairly okay actually. Um, but I weighed 175.4, which is almost a 2 pound decrease in a day. So I'm not sure what happened there, but trust me when I say I'm gonna gain all that back. Okay. The next day would be, let's say, Monday. I went to the gym. I did legs again. Well, of course, right? I did legs again. I did also worked out my shoulders that day. And I have some notes here of what I felt after my third day of going to the gym. While at work, I don't know if you guys know this, but I work night shifts. So I work from 11 p.m. to 9 a.m. Typically when people are asleep. So yeah, I experienced some like tiredness just naturally. But this was different. Right? I experienced a little bit more brain frog. My brain was trying to jump out of my head. No, some brain fog through the night. which was kind of like strange. It was a little bit more cloudy up here. I was just like tired, couldn't really think like super clearly. Um, and I actually, when I went to bed, I'd slept for 9 hours, which is more than than more than I was accustomed to when I wasn't going to the gym. And I'm guessing it's because of excess, energy being burned, and my brain is like, boy, you need to recover. Um, so yeah, that's what I'm guessing. That's what happened. The next day was 3-6, so I'm guessing that's Tuesday. I weighed 175 flat again. I went to the gym. I did chest and triceps. That day when I went to work, my actually felt so much better. I didn't have any brain fog. I was not really tired. I was kind of really energetic. I had more energy throughout that night, um, and it felt great to be honest. Um, 3-7, which is Wednesday. I weighed myself. I was 175.4, and I went to the gym. Right. That day, I only focused on my back since my all my other muscles are sore. And typically, I don't like to work out my muscles if they're sore. Now you can. There's a bunch of like evidence and research that states that yeah, hey, you can work out a muscle if it's sore. You just don't want to overdo it, and overtrain your muscles. But personally, I don't like to do that because I have a lot of muscles, and if one muscle isn't sore, I'm gonna work that out. So the next day we have is Thursday, 3-8. I went to the gym. I weighed myself. I was 177. I gained a pound and a half overnight. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe I just ate a lot that day, you know. Um, and the next day, Friday, I was 177.6. And so I gained another half a pound, and I went to the gym. That day, I want to say I did more legs, more squats because my legs are fine. I worked out my calves. I got these fucking baby calves. So it's honestly disappointing. Like I try to work them out, they don't really get bigger. You know what it is. Genetic people with small calves. Hopefully, I don't have to be with small calves the rest of my life, but we'll see. Um, on 310. I didn't go to the gym, but I did weigh myself before going out. I went out dancing for probably about 3 hours, give or take, almost nonstop, pretty much. I do a bachata dancing at a club down here in Alhambra, California, uh, Southern California, right out of downtown LA. And I went to the nightclub and I weighed myself before. I was 178.2. Um, Now, if you noticed, I had gained about 1 pound since the beginning of the week, right? For me, my goal is I don't want to lose weight, but I don't want to gain weight either, right? Gaining weight to me, it's telling me that, that I'm eating too many calories, simply put. It could be just 100 calories a day that I'm eating. That's just extra, right? I don't want to be in. I don't want to have so much of a calorie surplus where I'm gaining more fat. I want to kind of do both, right? I want to kind of lose some fat but gain some muscle, and yeah, it'll take longer to gain more muscle since I'm not like bulking. Um, but that way, that's ideal for me, right? One, it's like a healthy like a lifestyle change. If I can do this for a couple months and not be super hungry all the time, while I'm cutting and not be super gorged and stuff like that while I'm bulking, I feel like this is kind of like the perfect kind of method for me. So that's what I'm going to continue to focus on. Um, and yeah, I gained a pound. So what I'm gonna do is probably limit my calories about maybe 50 to 100 and see where I'm at next week. Um, and so that's kind of what my week one analysis has been like, right? I gained a pound. I'm not sure what to think of it. Um, my only guess is that I should limit my calories about 50 to 100. I'm not sure where, maybe 70, 75 calories every day, to see if I can maintain my weight. That's what my goal is, right? I want to be about 170, 175 eventually. I'll lose some a little bit of fat. But I want to be, a lot of it to be muscle. I want to get down to about 13% body fat, a really good, healthy range of body fat. That's my goal, you know. And I don't want to have like so much fat amassed where I have to start cutting for a long period of time. It's something that I don't want to live with, I'm like instant gratification. I'm like a lot of people. So I don't want to be cutting in a cutting phase for a long period of time, right? I really just want to stick on this path and have slow and steady gains, and slow and steadily lose that body fat. You know, so this is the end of my week one analysis. What I will be doing is a monthly analysis of my measurements. So, like the size of my biceps. I don't know how to measure shoulder size, to be honest, but I'm going to be talking about strength. So, like, I'm going to be talking about my bicep curls. What should I start with on my biceps curls? What can I expect after 1 month of, growth and strength? What are my newbie gains, right? Do I have newbie gains or did I already finish that? Right. Um, I want to, talk about the reps, my workout plan. What am I doing at the gym? Am I just doing squats? Do I do leg extensions? How many sets? How many, squats? My time in between? I want to talk about all of that. And, I really want to talk about my calorie intake, what I'm eating, I do know that my diet is not something that's, a lot of people are going to be able to follow because I'm okay with my diet, but I eat a lot of the same foods. And I'm okay with how it tastes, but I love the feeling that I get, after I'm eating it. Like that, it just makes me feel amazing. That's 1000% worth it. Um, and I want to log in my little cheat meals that I have here and there. I'm about to eat chips right now, honestly, and those are empty calories. Right now they're within my calorie um, kind of like intake list, right? I'm gonna start doing 2,000, maybe 500 calories, maybe 2,550. And if I want to include chips in there, I gotta make room for it, you know. And I don't want to have something that's super strict, right? Because I feel like that's not really sustainable for me right now. I'm just starting out, starting out 0 to 100. I don't think it's a good idea. And so that does put in a conclusion to the end of our week one analysis. Next week, I do want to focus on more in depth information. And trust me, like these videos are going to get better as I go along. I want to add new stuff in and make sure it's, entertaining for you guys at the very least. Yeah. And join. Let's do it together. I'm starting out. Maybe you have a bit more body fat than me. Maybe you have more muscles than me. Maybe you're in better shape. Maybe you're in good shape and you want to help me out by giving me information. Maybe you see something and you're like, dang, Jonathan, the reason why you gained the weight is because you're getting gains. Right? You don't change anything right now. Those gains are going to slow down and your weight progress will stay the same and you're following on your goal. You cut in your calories right now, it's just going to hurt you in the long run, like slightly, but it'll still hurt you. Um, but like, see, that information there is super beneficial, not just to me, but to other people that are watching this as well. So, um, I do appreciate you guys, watching my videos. Awesome. See ya.